Ooh, sorry for the toddler haircut. Quarantine has me cutting my own hair. Who am I kidding? I always cut my own hair. They're turning the camera person into Super Mario. Where's the pet sheep button? Put it back in the grave. Ooh, ring the bell. The forbidden cellar! The forbidden cellar!
So they found the remains of 5 people.
Hey everybody, what's up? It is Dave on arrival here. Back after a little hiatus. I know you haven't seen me in a while. That's because my life got pretty busy and crazy at the same time over the past year. And I haven't been traveling near as much as I've wanted to. Especially now that I'm on lockdown, since I'm in Michigan, and it's got some of the strictest lockdown rules right now outside of New York and California. But today I want to take you along with me on a virtual tour. Something really cool that the Faroe Islands set up. Faroe Islands being a set of islands in between Scotland and Iceland. They're setting up a virtual tool that people from around the world can control. Like, they set up a camera on some person and that poor fool is gonna walk around being controlled by people on the internet. Whose crazy idea was that? I have wanted to visit the Faroe Islands for quite a while now, ever since I knew of their existence. But this is a really cool way to bring a country into your home through a virtual tour. It's gonna last maybe an hour, but I wanna see what this is like, what it's all about, what they're gonna show me about their country, because I'm actually really interested in it. So here's a little more information about the project. It's remote-tourism.com, and it takes you right to this page. You can click about the project. It has some information on there. You can just read through it. But yeah, they did this because they shut down tourism in the Faroe Islands during the COVID-19 thing. So it looks like the controls here are set up a little bit like old Nintendo or something. You know, it's just got the forward, left, right, back. Then it has run and jump. You're literally telling people to jump and they jump. I don't think that's going to be abused at all. It's just about to start, so let's do the thing. 1, 0. Ah, what's happening? Join here? What's this?
Hello everyone and welcome to another virtual tour of the Faroe Islands.
What does that mean?
My name is Sarah and I will be your tour guide today.
Hi Sarah.
I work with Visit Faroe
Can you
Islands,
hear me?
and we are right now situated in the village of Kirkjubøur. It's the southernmost village on the island of Streymoy. And as we get started, I'd like to talk a little bit more about these virtual tours. What it is a new tourism tool where you get to explore the Faroe Islands within the comfort of your own home.
Why did I explain it to you? She's doing a great job now.
And also just for anyone else who is interested in the Faroe Islands, and also for those who have been at home for quite a while, we hope this gives you a regained sense of freedom where you get to explore a different country, the Faroe Islands, within the comfort of your own home. So I am very excited about this tour because right now we are in one of the oldest villages in the Faroe Islands, Kirkjubøur, and we have some very exciting old buildings here from the Middle Ages.
Why? Why is the queue full?
The one that we're looking at right there, the church.
Middle Age buildings? Dang.
It is from the 12th century.
I'm not sure how often they're doing these virtual tours, but you know, each one they're doing is in a different place on the Faroe Islands.
The house that we're walking towards right now is called the King's Farm. And it is one of the old.
And buffer. So a cool little seaside village. Very nice.
And there we have another island called Sandoy, which means sand island, I guess.
Someone just told her to jump. There you go.
Yes, let's jump a little bit. It's a bit chilly outside.
She's taking it in stride, yes. She's like, thank you for making me jump, because it's cold.
I believe it's about 10 degrees outside.
I'm sure she was not the one who came up with the idea. Hey, make me jump.
Here we have some traditional Faroese boats.
They're like tiny Viking boats.
If you ask me to jump, I might be able to jump off of this.
Now she's asking for it. Make me jump down there. That's funny. Run! Be Mario, run! Run and jump.
I'm gonna run. Run forward. Here we have some traditional Faroese boats right here.
Whoever's controlling it is trying to make her go into the water. That's obvious.
Yes, I wish we could go for a swim today. The water looks lovely, but I did not bring my
beautiful
bathing suit,
water. It's all green.
so today we will not go swimming.
They're like, jump into the water.
Jumping.
Obviously, it's going to get abused.
Now we can't go any further. I was actually here yesterday and I saw there were some people swimming at the harbor here.
She said people were swimming in there?
And then behind it we have some ruins of a cathedral called the Magnus Cathedral, which is from the 14th century.
Magnus Cathedral. Oh look, there's a sheep. Is that a sheep? Go pet the sheep. Where's the pet sheep button?
That is the oldest wooden house in the world that is still inhabited. Or at least it's one of them.
Go pet the sheep! I've seen several photos of the Faroe Islands and they look absolutely stunning. It's definitely a place that I really want to go in the future, especially after I get a drone. Did she draw the short straw or was this all her idea?
And the farmer who lives in this house, he said that she loves bread. And so I did bring some today and he said that I could feed her.
Sheep love bread? I thought sheep loved grass. I kind of wish you could type questions as this goes on so she could answer them. She just has to make stuff up on the spot to talk about.
Saint Olaf, who was a king in Norway. See, now we are getting closer to my friend here. Hey. Hey!
Hello! Pet sheep.
Oh, she liked it. Oh, I can't jump right now because as you can see, she has her stomach full of babies. And in lambing season, we don't actually jump in front of the sheep.
That's not a thing. You're making stuff up. She's like, I can't jump right now because this sheep is pregnant. That makes no sense.
So this is the house that I was talking about. Inside of here.
What a cool house.
And it is a part of the house that is it's more than 900 years old. And usually people are not allowed to go into the cellar here on my right. You can run, but we can also go in there. It's a really cool place. They gave us special permission to go in there.
Good to work for the tourism board. You get exclusive access to things. Is that all this village is? Is just like 4 houses and a church?
And the door is open to go in there if you'd like to have a look. It's more than 900 years old. And what is very, very special is that in this house, the same family has lived here for many hundreds of years, ever since 1557.
Crazy.
And the farmer that lives there now, his name is Johannes Pettersson. Now we are right outside of Röykstuen. If you ask me to go closer or forward, we can go inside.
Look at that red door. Where does that lead?
We can go in here. This is the place that I was talking about. Would you like me to go in?
She's like, please let me go in. But they're controlling her. Is like, nope. They're trying to make her fall in the pit.
Let's have a closer look here. This is the Magnus Cathedral that we are looking at right here.
That's an old cathedral. Wow.
It was built in the 1300s.
A legit medieval cathedral.
Unfortunately, as you can see, this has been a very, very impressive cathedral back in the day.
Very cool.
And so Chishibur used to be a very important village in the Middle Ages. And it is actually believed that this village had about 50 houses at the time. Now the population is 75 people, approximately.
75 people in this village. What? Sounds like the town I grew up in. Pretty sure people don't know how to control this controller. Like, how less complicated could it be? And they're just all over the map.
Hello, dog. Actually, what you're seeing right here...
Looks like a giant stone turd.
Blue whale that washed onto shore. It was already dead and rotten.
That was a blue whale? What?
Remains.
Just happened?
And use it for a few different things. We can see some more of its remains actually inside of Röykstuen. You get to say hey? Hey.
Say hi to the world, people. You're on live video.
Yes, let's go forward.
Finally, someone lets her go inside, out of the cold. What is in there? Oh, look at that.
Here. Turning right.
Look at that woodwork. That's amazing.
We can jump inside, sure. As you can see, this is a very, very old place. Although this is not the oldest part of the house. This is not Röykstovan. But this place is very interesting as it has the conclusion of what they think the cathedral has looked like when it was finished.
There's just this girl following her around everywhere trying to stay behind the camera. You're caught in the mirror now.
I think you want me to go into the oldest part of the house. Is that right?
It looks like a dining hall in the Viking movies, doesn't it? How cool is that? How cool is this house? Like people live in this thing.
There's also bones from the big blue whale. Faroe Islanders just used to take everything that they could get.
They just collect stuff that washes up onto shore and build a house with it. That's actually amazing. I love it. I love that. I want to do that.
Over here in the kitchen area, here are many, many old things.
What kind of kitchen is that?
Medieval times as well.
That was a kitchen? That's the most badass kitchen ever.
Although they don't spend most of their time in here, they do use it for special gatherings like Christmas and whatnot.
That's where I want my Christmas party.
So what a Röykstova was is that they had a fireplace in the middle of the room, and then the smoke would go up. There would only be one window, and the smoke would go up through that window. So they didn't have a real chimney that was used as a chimney.
She's saying they build a fire in the middle of the room, and the smoke goes up, and then they show a fire extinguisher. Very practical.
Forward? Yes.
Let me control.
I can't run right here, unfortunately. These stairs are too narrow. Okay, let's run here.
Someone really does not like this chick. Take her to the cellar that is off limits. And whoever's at the controls is just like, yeah, I don't care.
So I'm not really getting any instructions. I'm just going to go inside. This was built in the 1300s by this guy, Bishop Erlander. You can see his face there. And as you can see,
run, jump,
like
Mario!
Time coming here to Kistebø, where with these houses, they all look the same. The grass roofs. The car is coming by.
They're like controlling her. Jump in front of that car.
And we have also a Michelin restaurant here in the Faroe Islands with 2 Michelin stars. And it used to be here in this village.
Where would you put a restaurant in this village? Someone make her stop going up and down this road.
The southernmost island on Steimoy, which is the biggest island of the Faroe Islands. Out of our 18 islands.
Yeah, this person's just button mashing the run button. Get to the finish line. She's like, give me a new controller.
I think you want me to stop talking, that's why. Which I completely understand.
At least we're getting somewhere now.
Whew, I feel like I've had a full workout right now.
Same, girl, same. This is my new workout regimen. Watching people in the first-person view running.
Now you have me completely quiet because I'm definitely trying to catch my breath.
What would it be like to live here? It's tough to imagine, but I think it'd be pretty cool. Especially if all the houses are as cool as the one she went in.
But I wanted to say hello to a special Josh from New Zealand. He said that he would be watching. And so, hello Josh from New Zealand.
Josh from New Zealand? Hey, give me a shout out. I'm watching.
We're right now outside of a private home. So we can have a look at their garden if you want.
Yeah, it looks like they grow their own fruit trees there too. I love that.
By the way, Kistebø is about a half-hour drive from the capital, Tórshavn. Or less, actually.
Ooh, a historic trampoline.
Yeah, we have a football field right here.
Oh, cool.
Because as you know, we love football or soccer here in the Faroe Islands.
It's a very small field. Wonder what the local pub looks like. I'd like to see that. It's like, where do people hang out in this town? Where do they congregate? Probably congregate on each other's porches.
Hello!
Hello!
Yeah. So I just met some friends of mine.
Her friends see her. What are you doing with that camera?
Great things at least when you're local, you can meet people that you know just all around the Faroe Islands.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone knows everybody on these islands.
Let's take a circle.
They are awful at this controlling thing.
So look at this. Sorry, I'm a little bit confused of where you want to go. Would you like me to go forward or to the left? Okay, I'm not getting any instructions right now.
There you go. At what point does she go like, screw all y'all and your confusing controlling?
Just joining in.
I'ma do what I want.
Kistibergur, which is one of the oldest villages here in the Faroe Islands. What you're seeing right here is St. Olaf's Church on the right side, but there are some of the walls that are in there are from the 12th century. So that's pretty cool.
The tourists there are like, why is this chick running with a camera?
That's right.
The Forbidden Cellar! The Forbidden Cellar!
And this gate that you can see right here.
Oh, I like that gate.
Is
that stained glass? How does that glass not break?
By Patron, he's a very famous artist. Right or forward? I didn't get that.
No one knows, girl. No one knows what they want. Just do what you want.
And so this wall that you can see right here is an original wall, so it has been there from the beginning. So that wall is from the 12th century. This church has a service once a month. So 12 times a year.
Church service once a month?
And also on, specific days of the year.
And God rested on the once a month day? Remember the once a month day and keep it holy?
Is the staff of a very important person. I'm not exactly sure who it was, but they found it in one of the graves here outside of this church.
They found it in a grave? Why were they digging up the grave?
You see, it's very, very old.
Put it back in the grave. That's just sick.
That is from the 12th century.
Ooh, ring the bell.
It is the oldest.
Where's the button to ring the bell?
And there's still one thing that I think is really cool that I would love to show you, but of course it's all up to you. It is the basement of the King's Farm.
Yes, go there. That's what I've been saying.
In that direction. Usually it's closed for tourists. They gave us permission to go inside. And what is very special about that place is that it was dug out in 1950s. So it's very recently been dug out.
Modern in
the basement
retrospect.
We found a old prison, which also actually contained, it had 5 corpses in there. So they found the remains of 5 people. It was never discovered exactly who. And it's in there if you'd like to go in.
Maybe that's where they found this staff. They're digging out the cellar and there's 5 corpses in there.
Dark. Yes, it's on to the right. And so...
How creepy would that be? Honestly, I can't even imagine. And we lost connection because we're in a cellar.
Okay, I think we're back now. So I had to go back outside of the basement because unfortunately we lost connection. But what I was saying is that the farmer who lives here now said that his grandmother told him that after they removed the remains that they found of those people in the 1950s, the place actually stopped being haunted. So in case any of you
the place was haunted.
Old place is haunted, I guess the answer is no.
So if you live in a haunted house, go dig a cellar and see if you find any bodies.
I think we have a new person coming up. Very welcome to you.
How many people have controlled this so far?
Right,
that's what I'd like to know. There's the sheep again. We should end on the sheep.
I don't have any bread left. And so for our viewers that now feel inspired to travel to the Faroe Islands once it is safe to travel again, which I hope many of you feel inspired to. We hope to meet you in person one day. I definitely recommend that you come and visit this place. This was Sarah and Alta from Visit Faroe Islands. Thank you so much, guys. Goodbye.
So that was actually pretty cool. The Faroe Islands look absolutely breathtaking, and the history of that place was pretty interesting. It looks like an awesome place to visit in real life, but obviously since no one can right now, this is a pretty cool way to bring their country to us here online and all over the world. If this whole stay indoors, no travel situation keeps popping up, like more countries might be onto this idea as well. But guys, check this out for yourself. You can join these virtual tours for nothing. Just have a good internet connection. I don't know how long they're going to be doing these things for. I hope it's until the country opens back up, because maybe I'd like to join another one. Thank you guys for joining me, and I know I'm not traveling, but hopefully you know, my reactions and commentary were somewhat entertaining. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, let me know in the comments, and be sure you subscribe for more content coming from me. I do have more stuff coming up for you, and it's exciting, really exciting. Take care, you guys.